The Mac Mini has now been out for 6 months, and I think it is my favorite Apple product that Apple has ever come out with. It has so many good things. There is something I regret with this model that I really wish you would understand before buying it. And so if you want to know how this thing is doing 6 months later, then make sure you pay attention to the very end of the video so you don't make the same mistakes that I did, because they are really annoying mistakes. Let's jump into it. All right, first let's talk about the good things about this device. It is a really, really incredible Mac Mini. I mean, this thing, like, I've been a Mac Mini fan for a very long time. Mac Minis to me they've always been like the cream of the crop of what Apple could do. And so for me, I was looking forward to a redesign for so long on the Mac Mini. I loved when they came out with the M1 version, but it still had the same body as the old Intel Mac Mini. And then when this new design came out, it blew my mind. As somebody who's just been in love with small form factor PCs, this Mac Mini is like, it's literally as small as you could possibly get in a body. Like, when you're looking at this thing and you put it just on top of the Apple TV, it's like the Apple TV is just a little bit smaller. They probably could actually fit the regular chip in an Apple TV, but man, talk about small form factor, it is absolutely wild. Now here's the cool thing for regular tasks. This regular M4 Mac Mini works hands down amazing. If you're somebody who's just doing, you know, regular email, you're surfing the web, you're watching Netflix, you're watching YouTube, you got some file transfers, some things like that, I've not noticed a single slowdown on this Mac Mini, and so that's been incredible. Now, as somebody who does some larger files, it has had a few moments where it stuttered just a little bit, but no big deal. It's totally fine. And that's why this thing really shines. I mean, the price to performance on the smallest Mac Mini, the M4, the regular base model, for $600, man, that's crazy cheap for something that is this powerful. So if you're like a student, something like that, man, this is definitely the way you need to go. The other cool thing about this Mac Mini is the fact that it is so energy efficient. For me, like, I could run a Plex server off of this and leave it running 24/7. You could run a home, any kind of home network off of this, a NAS system, something like that, and it would do just fine, and your energy bill would not go crazy high because the M4 is just so incredibly power efficient. So you might only see a few dollar uptick on your power bill if you wanted to run this thing 24/7 to run a server offer. That's pretty cool. Thank you, Recover It, for sponsoring today's video. We have all been in that place where you've had a really important project or a really important file that you needed to work, you needed to find it, and all of a sudden you look on your computer and it's nowhere to be found. Recover It is used by 100 million users worldwide. It's got advanced scanning technology to find lost files from any device. All you gotta do is just click the drive you wanna do, and it's gonna scan the entire thing. As you can see here, it scans your entire device to find your files. So for me, this is hard. Sometimes I save a file somewhere deep in my computer. I have no idea where it is. It's missing. So say I needed to find this headshot right here. So I'd type in headshot, and boom, it's right there. I can find it. If I deleted it, I can recover it. So Recover It helps you get your files back. It's free to download. It works across a wide range of devices, and so you are covered no matter what. Don't let a missing file ruin your day. Wondershare Recover It is secure, reliable, and it's powerful recovery for any device, so you can try it today and get your peace of mind back. So go ahead and click the link in the description. Recover It has 20 years of experience in data recovery, so they're super reliable. Click the link, check it out today. Let's get back into it. Next, let's talk about the ports on this. It's got 3 USB-Cs on the back, an HDMI. It does have the RJ45 jack, power jack. And then on the front, you've got 2 more USB-Cs and your 3.5mm audio. Having these guys on the front is really a game changer. Like, just being able to plug something in randomly is really helpful, especially for me. I use a lot of the Magic Trackpad and the Magic Keyboard. And so just leaving a USB-C plugged into that so that I can charge those things, I find that so incredibly handy. I mean, the amount of times where I've just plugged something in and just like reached to the front, got it. I do really wish they did have a little bit of room that they could have put an SD card slot, but that's for the studio. And I've also really enjoyed how much this thing is upgradable. Now, the actual internals, you can get a SSD for this, like an NVMe SSD, and upgrade that. I'm too much of a wuss to do that. My friend Nick did that over at Space Design Warehouse. He's got a great video. You can go check it out on that. It's really awesome that you can do that, but I actually like that this is not like the iMac where you have everything all in one, because with the iMac, you cannot upgrade your monitor. You can't upgrade that. For me, I love being able to just upgrade a monitor whenever I want. If there's a new OLED or 4K or 165 hertz monitor that I want to get, I can do it because it's not attached to the machine. So over the past 6 months, that's been really awesome because I've moved this machine from this workstation right here to my living room to be used as a home theater PC. That's been really sweet. And so, yeah, I just love that I can do that. Now, you do need accessories when you're looking at the Mac Mini, and 6 months later, I've found a few accessories that I really like. Let me show you. Now, you will need to get yourself a hub. What I like about these hubs is it adds to the functionality. It's got another HDMI port, another USB-A, USB-C, 3.5 millimeter, and another USB-C. And then on the front, it's got the SD card slot with the micro SD, another USB-C, and another, I plug in my receiver for my keyboard on this guy, and that's awesome. There's so many different companies that make these, and you can open most of them and put another NVMe inside. So you have to get a dock because, yes, it does have ports on this guy. That is helpful, but man, just being able to look at that guy. It's like it was made for it. So make sure you get yourself a good dock where it's gonna sit. It just helps to have the added port functionality on this guy. Next up, you're gonna need a good keyboard. This is the Nuffy Kick 75. It's an amazing, amazing keyboard. Listen to the way this thing sounds. Absolutely awesome. It's got the little jog wheel on it, so you can do your volume, all that kind of stuff. This is retro inspired. I love this keyboard. I use it every single day. So you gotta make sure with the Mac Mini that you get yourself a good keyboard. And then after 6 months of use, I've gotten so much use out of the Magic Trackpad. I absolutely love the Magic Trackpad. I think it is one of the coolest things that Apple makes because Apple is known for their trackpads. It's a little bit dirty. Sorry, I literally use it every single day. They are known for their trackpads. And so if you get yourself a Magic Trackpad, I think you're in a good realm. What does that even mean? All right, now to talk about some of the things I don't like about the Mac Mini. I don't like that it's hard to upgrade the internal storage. When you're looking at this Mac Mini, you gotta get in here, pry all this up, get underneath and unplug a bunch of stuff, unscrew a bunch of stuff to put more internal NVMe storage in. I think that's frustrating on something that is a desktop that people are clearly going to be using for workstations. So I really wish that Apple would have let it be so much easier to upgrade that, but they're Apple, so they won't. Especially because the pricing of it is so freaking expensive to upgrade your storage. This is something I did not think I was gonna get annoyed by, but I actually did. The fact that the power button is on the bottom. People made a big deal out of it. I thought they were absolutely ridiculous for making a big deal out of it. I was like, man, you only turn on your Mac Mini every so often. What's the big deal? Well, whenever you lose power or something like that, you do have to get under there and reach it. It's not a huge deal, but it is just a little bit of an annoying thing. They literally could have just put like a little power button right there. No big deal. And then the last annoying thing with this guy is I really wish I would have went with the Pro chip. I got the base model because I absolutely love the price of the base model. I mean, what an unbelievable price for a computer that's this small, but I could run my entire channel with all of my different video projects. I've got a video agency where I go and I help people record, commercials for their Instagram and stuff like that, different businesses. And so I could have ran everything off of this if it were the M4 Pro chip. I really wish I would have done that because it is such a masterpiece of a computer. And just having that extra functionality of the ports and, because they're higher quality ports with Thunderbolt and all that kind of stuff. But having that, but also just having that extra power for video editing. Now, if you're a basic video editor, this thing works absolutely perfect. The regular M4 chip works no problem. It is good, but for me, because I make like all of my money outside of my regular job with a MacBook Pro, I really wish I would have gotten the higher one. And that way when I'm out and about, I can just use my iPad mini or my iPad Pro, and then when I'm home, I can use my Mac Mini. That would have been the great setup, but alas, I spent the cheaper money. So let me know after 6 months, what do you guys think of the Mac Mini? Do you think it's worth the super cheap price tag? Or do you think you need to upgrade to something like the M4 Pro just to make sure you get more out of it? Let me know in the comments. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We're on our way to 20,000. I appreciate it. I'll see you all in the next one.